The fun never ends with these three best friends. The fun never ends with the boys. With the boys.
This is WIUX LP Bloomington, and you are listening to The Boys Cold 1 Hour. I'm Billy.
I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Clay.
Thank you for tuning in.
Our fourth season. Fourth season, episode
consecutive
1 premiere.
season. Finally back.
Finally back.
Thank you for tuning in.
A long break.
A long break.
Way too long.
We don't need to get into that right now.
No.
But we had a great break.
Yeah,
a bit of a nap. We had a great break, and we're so glad to be back in the studio with you, doing our fourth semester. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
So you know what to do.
Yeah, we don't need to tell you.
If you're new.
Yeah, you might be new.
Then
if you're new,
thank you for tuning in.
As we said, this is the Boys Cold 1 Hour, so we would encourage you to reach into your fridge, crack open a cold one.
Reach down there, crack it open. Oh, that sounds so good.
Here we go.
Those boys on the radio, they've got some cold ones in their own show. So open up your ears, listen to us, forget your fears. There's no need to fuss, but the fun never ends with these three best friends. The fun never ends with the boys. With the boys. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Hey, I'm doing well.
I'm doing great. I'm excited to be back in the studio again.
Back in Bloomington for season 4.
Yeah, so welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome to new listeners.
They tried to keep us off the air.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
It did not.
Just kidding. They didn't try very hard.
Everyone that listens to Mondays at 11.
This
Here
is
we
our
are.
time.
This is us.
Yeah.
Back to almost the original time. Our season 1 listeners will remember that way back in fall of, what was it,
2016.
Fall 16.
We were Monday at midnight. Now we're Monday at 11. A slightly better time.
Yeah.
Making your Mondays, your blue Mondays, a little bit more exciting, we hope.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a case of the Mondays.
Oh, gosh.
Don't talk to me before I've had my Monday coffee.
Oh, geez.
What?
The Monday coffee, that's the extra strong coffee that lasts you all week.
Oh, yeah.
You just have one sip of it and you don't sleep for the rest of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday, you're up until Friday, then you just enter into a hibernation, and then you wake up again Monday, drink the coffee, and you're good again.
And once you've had your Monday coffee, spread the word so that everybody can know this is our new time. Just in case.
If you're like most people, you have your Monday coffee at 10 p.m., that's perfect time for you to start listening.
Yeah. This pretty much might be your Monday coffee. Your Monday cold one.
Yes.
Monday iced coffee.
Yeah, you had your Sunday candy. Now you get your Monday coffee with us. Monday cold one.
Yeah.
Iced coffee.
Yeah.
It's even better.
So, for those of you who don't know, or maybe you forgot because it was so long.
Because it's been so long. Shame on you for forgetting.
We start every show with The Boy Wonder.
And the Boy Wonder. Oh,
which is basically the boy who did something really good that week or the boy who did something really bad
that week, right. So, to kick it off, we are going to go first to the Boy Wonder. Drum roll, please. And I have the envelope. And La La Land wins Best Picture. Oh, wait, never mind. I read it wrong. I'm sorry. It looks like our Boy Wonder this week is our manager, Sergey.
Thank you.
Yes, you are such a great manager, and we had to give you this award. The first award of season 4, the honorary crowning in the Boy Wonder. Why is this, Billy? Or Jonathan?
Okay, fine.
We'll
switch off.
Well,
all right, why don't you just answer
I'll say the first sentence, you say the second sentence.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so
this is all
Sergey,
scripted,
who's
so
our manager,
yeah, I can't read these cue cards.
Took some pictures of us for today's promotional social media blast that we put out.
Maybe you've seen it.
We blasted you.
We blasted you.
Go like
on
it.
Our social media.
Subscribe.
You could like it. I'll say that.
It's
you could
free.
follow
So
us.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could like it.
Wow, we just went through training, Billy.
Let's rewind a little bit. And then I said to her, no, I'm kidding.
Remember what you learned in training, Billy.
Continue, Jonathan.
Such a good time
so you can follow us on Twitter at Boys Cold 1 Hour. Like us on our Facebook page. Follow our Instagram. But so yeah, we Sergey took some very.
What are you gonna do about it?
It's there.
We can't tell you to do anything.
We can't tell you to do anything.
You could.
We can tell you it's there.
You could. You don't have to. You could go on your computer, like us on everything, match us on LinkedIn, find us on Tinder, Just kidding. None of us have Tinder.
Find us on.
Jonathan doesn't have Tinder.
Okay.
No, kidding. He does not have Tinder. He does not have
I don't
Tinder.
use Tinder, but
I thought you did. There's like a joke.
okay, I do have.
It's
okay.
Grindr. Big
Anyways,
anyways, let's get back to the
Jeez.
subject.
Like us on
Alright.
Venmo.
As you can tell,
yeah,
kidding, just
Venmo
kidding.
me at JS Falk. No, I'm kidding.
If you want,
as you
it's
can,
there.
as you can tell,
We have Venmo accounts.
we've gotten a little stir crazy
Yeah.
without the show, but
if
let's
any
get
of
back
my
to.
Venmo friends are listening, please.
All right, let's rewind and get back to business.
Yeah, so Sergey took some really great pictures for us. You might have seen them, so
Thank you,
that
Sergey.
makes him the boy
yeah.
wonder. We definitely need to get him in the next set of pictures.
Yes,
for sure.
he's the glue that holds this whole thing
Absolutely.
together. Definitely.
Really great pictures if you want to check him out. And then the boy Blunder,
Blunder,
the boy who messed up, screwed up, had some harebrained schemes that
Yeah.
went wrong.
Yes, his
and
scheme blew up in his face.
Oh, jeez.
Is Clay, Billy, and Jonathan.
It's
all
of us.
three boys.
So everyone won an award. I'd like to point that out.
Yes, everyone got an award. Not everything was
Gentlemen
good.
here.
Not everything was good, but hey, that's fine.
Yeah.
So basically, the reason why we got this award is because we have a long-suffering boss.
Oh.
Let's call her our boss, Emily. You know, we.
Well, she's the boss of me.
Well, I'd like
She's
to
the boss.
clarify. We've been on the art committee, so everyone in WIUX has to be on a committee
Right.
right.
in order
yeah.
to keep your show. So we've been on the art committee for the last 3 semesters.
Yes.
Right.
And,
yeah.
you know,
And we've been maybe not the best committee members.
I think we've been.
We did make a
pretty
Surf Rock
good.
Sunday.
Surf Rock
Oh,
Sunday.
that
That
was
was one
good.
of our claim to
Yeah.
fames.
Chalking one time.
We went chalking multiple times.
Yeah, maybe twice.
Twice.
But
Yeah, 2
Emily-
times. Come on.
Emily, you can't blame her.
We sold
Hey,
shirts
come
at
on.
the.
Yes, that was so fun. And we'll be back there at this Culture Shock too. Emily, though, you can't blame her. She finally had enough of us. She said, "You can't be my
Kicked
committee
us out.
anymore."
We
She
sent
kicked us out.
we sent her our portfolio.
Yes,
Yeah,
which
our-
is
She
just
was like,
which is just-
okay, really?
Our portfolio just an email of me begging her to let us stay in the committee, and you know. But shout out to Emily, she's really nice.
No,
you know,
she's super nice.
we'll be back in there later. But yeah, we really blew it, and so we're currently without a committee.
Yeah,
But we're
which
gonna-
is technically grounds for losing our show.
But-
So
but-
we'll
but- but-
be working on that, so we
But
can come
we
back
asked
next
them-
week.
We asked them at training, I would like to point out, in case there's
Oh,
any WIUX
true.
people listening, we watched, or we asked.
I watched myself ask.
I watched myself ask.
It was out of
Actually,
body
that's
experience.
Billy
really
watched me
I
ask,
watched
actually,
Jonathan.
'cause I was the one that
so
asked.
I watched and listened as Jonathan.
This big goofball walks up there to
I was like, I'm not in a committee.
How do I get on a committee?
So Jonathan
I could
asked.
tell by
I think
that.
what I actually said was technically we're not on a committee.
Yeah.
And they gave me a look like, okay, really? Are you kidding me
No,
right
they
now?
didn't give
You
you a
should have
look like
said.
that.
Oh,
Okay.
a little bit.
Who did, the girl?
No, the other one, but
yeah.
but
I
She
just
was
want to make
nice.
some clarifications
Yeah.
real quick.
Shout out to her.
So the reason we're not on a committee is because this semester,
This is a nightmare.
Emily,
Oh,
this is a
geez.
nightmare,
It's
really.
an absolute
No,
nightmare.
Emily wanted a really small.
And
really-
actually
at least
talented.
That's the excuse she
wanted
gave to
a
us
tight
to kick us
committee of
off.
her best friends, and we just don't fit that bill, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry, Emily.
Sorry, we can't all be super cool.
Sorry, you don't have red hair like you.
Sorry, not
Okay.
everybody on the old art committee is super talented at designing art.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. In all honesty, we're not that great. I'm sure there's plenty of people who are much better than us. We totally
Maybe-
trust
maybe a
Emily's
handful.
judgment.
You
We
had to
trust
apply. You had to apply this semester.
Yeah, we just
in order
couldn't
to
quite
get
cut
on.
it. But she did encourage us to come back in the fall, right?
So we'll be back in the fall.
So we'll be
And
back.
until then,
I'll be back at soccer tryouts in the fall.
yes, yes. I won't get cut
maybe
from
I'll
the team
finally
this time.
kick
Put
it
me in,
goal.
coach.
Yes, put me in. Third string. You know, hopefully.
You
I'm
had to
hoping.
you had to apply this semester, and instead of sending in a portfolio like everybody else, me and Jonathan didn't send in anything, and Clay sent in an
email begging her.
literally saying we don't have a portfolio. Can
But-
you be on anyway?
So yeah, can you blame her? But no, yeah. So we're currently
you
looking for a
can't.
committee. So if you have any cool committees, please hit
Yeah.
us up.
Send them
Send us your love.
And the WIUX people are going to send us a list of the new committees. They just haven't done that yet. So it's not our
Yeah,
fault.
we
that
might
we're
need
not
to
on
email
there.
them or something.
Maybe it is our
know.
fault that we're not on.
No,
that
it's
we're
not
not
our
on our
fault, it's not
committee.
our fault.
So
Yeah.
I mean, we're boy blunder. So
Yeah, I mean, come on.
gotta take some of the blame
Absolutely.
here.
Gotta take some of the blame, you know. But yeah, anyway, so I'm looking forward to finding a committee to join with you guys because we don't have one.
No,
all.
we don't. We don't have a home.
Maybe
Homeless.
message us on the
Homeless.
social medias. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Twitter.
Yes, right on
Like-
social media.
Ask us what committee should we join.
Yes.
If you don't know what they
Yeah.
are, just make one up. And
Make
maybe,
one up.
maybe we could create our own committee.
We could create our own
shoot.
committee. Crazy
It should
things
just
have
be
happened.
the Cold One Committee.
Yes, exactly. Just us.
Yeah. That
But
sounds
yeah,
good.
we are going
Meetings
to
at our house.
Ooh, meetings at our house. Meetings at mom's house.
Ooh.
Pizza rolls.
Ooh.
No, I'm kidding. We're gonna have to take a quick music break, but we can't wait to get back with you.
We have
The
a
special.
great topic.
Yeah, it's.
Don't go away.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna tell you yet. Oh, that's
Ooh.
That's a hint towards our topic. So, but without any further ado, we're gonna start our song this week.
All right,
Sergey,
hit it, Sergey.
hit it.
All right.
to the fabled kings who raise our glasses as we dance and sing and sing.
And you are back.
We are back.
That
With
was
the boys' cold 1 hour.
that was Thyrsis Lyre with Black Hole. We hoped that was actually not a very Black Hole. Sort of, I imagine, sort of a cosmic disaster,
Yeah,
but that sort of was very soothing a little bit.
it was. I like the vocals too. Very soothing.
Oh yes,
That
I
was
almost
pretty
felt I
nice.
felt like a very soothed person.
Felt like
I
someone
liked
playing
that,
the-
yeah.
I was.
So, as you may have guessed by that little musical clue that Jonathan gave us,
And by song, which was clearly based off our topic, also
Yeah,
chosen in advance.
black hole, as in, holes as in golf,
As
golf
in
is a type of
as in
sport,
type of sport.
because our
I'm following,
topic is sports and
Sport.
all related activities.
Yes.
Sports
I'm
on the
talking
20s.
Super Bowl. I'm talking Olympics.
I'm talking watching sports in your, in your shorts.
In your jorts.
In your jorts.
Yeah, watching sports in your jorts, playing sports in your jorts.
Playing sports in your jorts. Hey, more on that later. But anyways,
Dream in your
snorting
jeans.
over
you're
those.
dreaming in your jeans about joining, play with the big teams.
Snorting in your jorts over those funny sports fail videos.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just dream in my jeans of with those teen teams, just creaming them down the field. Oh boy,
Okay, really.
makes me happy just
okay.
thinking about it. What?
Okay,
No,
okay.
it's
calm
a
down.
teen team
Yeah.
creaming them down the field.
No, I got you. I got you.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, okay.
So sports, pretty topical.
Sports, we all play them, but which is the best?
Yeah.
Football, basketball, basket weaving. You choose.
The luge, the Olympics, the Winter Olympics are happening right,
Right.
now in North Korea.
It's a big.
Yes,
okay, really.
Pyongyang, North
Home
Korea.
of Kim Jong Un.
Home of Kim
Oh,
You
Jong.
know what's
okay.
crazy? Oh wait, so they actually forgot to install toilets in the locker rooms for all the Winter Olympians because Kim Jong Un does not have a.
An anus.
that's
Yeah, he
right.
doesn't have a butthole.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Right.
really. Yeah.
But
we
thankfully
can only
there's
say
lots-
factual news on here.
Okay,
so-
okay, okay.
Thankfully-
That's not true.
Come on.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay, now for truth. There's always
Okay.
burgers everywhere because,
Yeah,
everyone knows,
Billy really
everyone
was
knows,
sleeping.
everyone knows Kim Jong-il invented the cheeseburger, and it's his country.
All right. We're
Okay,
not allowed
okay.
to lie on
Okay,
air.
back to the facts. The
We're not
Winter
allowed to lie on
Olympics
air.
are happening.
They are.
What?
In
Have you guys
South
watched
Korea.
any Winter Olympics yet?
I was actually watching some just before we left, and I was astounded
that?
because I had never watched Winter Olympics before. And I had never watched snowboarding, and it looks just like DK Summit in Mario Kart. Because you
Yeah.
can sort of go over the sides, and then you go back down and it goes faster.
Yeah.
I think the woman's name was, maybe like, to Deborah Yang,
Maybe something like that.
and she was going crazy. It was so cool. No, something Kim, Deborah Kim maybe, but she was actually like a Mario Kart character, and I never knew it was that much like Mario Kart. So I was really impressed.
Snowboarding's hard.
Oh,
I just learned, and Billy learned how to ski like 2 weeks ago, and Sergey learned how to snowboard too.
Yeah.
It was a fun trip.
It was super fun, but it's hard, man.
Yeah, let me know when I'm invited next time. And I'll go.
Okay, I'm sorry. But, yeah, no, I haven't watched any yet, but I definitely want to watch some events. Maybe a little. Actually, I did see a little curling. What do you guys think about that?
No, that was me in the bathroom. These curls aren't natural. I'm sorry to tell you.
I don't know.
It's pretty fun.
Curling is like
They
that's
do
a sport.
the little sweep, the little.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. These guys should just go back to their lives of being janitors, all right? Leave the athletes. Leave the
Hey,
That takes a lot of work.
Leave the sports to the guys doing Mario Kart tricks on the slopes. Not a bunch of losers with brooms.
It takes a lot of training to do.
Takes a lot of training, yeah. You know, my mom gave me that training when I was a kid, and she said,
okay. I always think, what would happen if they accidentally hit the thing with their broom? Like, what if they accidentally just like smack?
Well, that's what they're trying to do, but they just have really bad aim.
They just keep missing it.
They're actually all people with terribly nearsighted people who can't wear their glasses. So they're trying to hit this thing, but they just keep missing. Yeah, it's so frustrating for them.
So the first person to hit it wins at this point, right? So
yeah.
Oh man.
Sudden death mode.
Yes.
Yeah. I have not watched any of the Olympics this year, but I watched them a lot 4 years ago when they were in
winter,
Sochi.
That's not true.
Where they were in.
Wait, no.
Sochi, Russia, yeah.
Were they,
wait.
or were they in Canada?
No, because the Winter Olympics are every 4 years, and then they alternate every.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, totally right. Sorry, Sochi.
Oh yeah, no problem. But anyways,
Sochi Olympics were crazy because I heard there were like walls, like they built all these hotels randomly just to house tourists and like reporters.
Oh, yeah.
So they're like wolves running around in the hotel
That's
rooms, and they're like
wild.
no bathrooms on the doors, and like no doors, so like wolves would just show up in your hotel room at night looking for some room service.
jeez.
Yeah, it's Russian room service. That's got to be good. But anyways, yeah, I digress. Winter Olympics. You know, I've always wanted to be a Winter Olympic athlete.
Yeah.
I never told you guys this. but
Really?
Something terrible happened to me while I was younger, and I wasn't able to do it.
What was that?
Well, I was thinking sort of winter sports. What's one thing I'm good at? You know, competitive eating, right? Let's be honest here. So I entered into the snow cone eating competition. I became best in the Tri-Counties area. Until I got a little older and realized that was not actually a sport in the Winter Olympics.
Right.
And I had burned all those taste buds in my mouth because of freezer burn. Because of, what is it called, ice brain?
Brain freeze?
Brain freeze.
Yeah.
See, you can tell how few brain cells I have left.
Yeah, they all got frozen. They're still melting
goodness.
as we speak.
My brain got cold ice.
There's always water pouring out of your ears and nose.
That's why every now and then I need to drain my
That's how
ears
you
out.
always stay hydrated.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't seen this man drink a sip of a cold one in months.
Yeah. Haven't you guys noticed me leaking all the time? But yeah, so my Winter
I
Olympics
just thought you
Oh,
were.
so that's what you're doing in the bathroom.
okay. My Winter Olympics dreams were dashed, though, so I'm kind of sad about that.
Man.
How do you feel about the Olympics, Sergey? The Winter Olympics.
I really like to watch them. I like to watch the skiing and the snowboarding, and it's just amazing what those people do. And it's also like I don't know. It's just so dangerous what they do.
Yes, exactly.
I was actually reading an article recently about like some of the people who have died, and it's usually not like even at the Olympics, like when they're just
Oh,
training
really?
and stuff.
Yeah.
Like this, I
Yeah.
forget what his name was, but he was his name was Passan or something, and he like died 3 months ago. Like
Oh,
training
jeez.
for the
That's
Olympics.
sad.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
pretty terrible.
there's a lot of risk that these people put into it.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, the sad thing is people are dying all the time in the Olympics. I mean, they're in North Korea this year, and, you know, anybody who doesn't cheer on the North Korean team gets thrown
Okay.
thrown in the
really?
gulag.
we gotta stop for this. But
Yeah.
no, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I do like the new addition.
Hey,
Jeez,
come
God,
on.
didn't know the
Come
sheriff was
on.
in
Yeah,
town.
nuclear ice hockey. That's
Maybe
the
I
event
be
this
the
year.
bad guy sometimes.
No,
Nuclear
but
ice hockey.
Speaking
Yeah, that's
of,
what they play with the little peck of the thing of
The
uranium.
uranium,
right?
Speaking of
Okay, geez.
sports, there's a very frequent sports-themed segment that occurs on the show. We like to call it "Sports on the 20s,"
Oh, jeez.
and it's 22 already. So,
Wow.
Sergey,
Yeah.
do we have any
interesting
sports news?
Well,
in the
we
world?
we've kind of been talking about
Yeah,
it, but
Olympics.
mostly
Let's just-
By the way,
Winter
Chloe
Olympics.
Should we
Kim-
skip that?
Chloe Kim was the name of the
Oh,
athlete.
yeah.
She did awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, she won that.
She won something awesome.
She
She's
won some
American, I know.
medals, yeah.
You know. And yeah, so shout out to Chloe Kim.
Yeah, and
You look like a Mario Kart racer.
Daisy from Mario Kart.
Real
Also-
quick though, for our sports on the 20s, when's the next IU basketball game?
The
Jonathan?
next IU basketball game is against Illinois, right? I just
I
looked
thought
this
you-
up a second.
You
ago.
had to Google the
I
second
did.
ago,
I
so that's
did.
the only
So
reason
yeah,
I
it's
asked.
against Illinois at home
Way to
on
put it on the
Wednesday. Valentine's Day, so bring your Valentine's dates to the game.
Oh,
Yep.
jeez.
You can watch them hoop it up.
Jeez, I don't want any of those 7 foot tall hunks stealing
Oh
it away
my
though.
goodness,
So I'm
yeah,
not-
no,
You might have to
no.
keep,
Can't
yeah,
pretend to
stay
go.
home.
Yeah, you're gonna have to cover your girl's eyes the whole
Yeah.
game. I mean,
Yeah, get some horse blinders and be like, all right, just look at me, honey, the whole
yeah,
time.
Yeah. Man, I hope they wear their sleeved shirts for that game. I don't want to see them to see these muscly men
no.
running around on
the,
the
the
court.
last
Oh,
thing I need is,
jeez.
is her catching some
Tim Priller's
biceps.
just gonna sweep her off her feet. Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
but,
she's gonna see those
Jeez.
delts on him when she's gone.
Jeez.
oh man, yeah. But anyways,
And
okay,
the Pacers
so
won their game yesterday against
Oh,
the
yeah.
New York
Ooh.
Knicks.
And skiing and skating is tomorrow.
for the Olympics.
Oh.
If you want to
ooh.
tune into me skating, tomorrow's your time.
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
Oh, jeez. We got Sheriff of Truth over here, laying on the law. Can't say anything fake anymore.
Hey, come on! I just don't want to get kicked off.
No,
But,
no, come on. I'm only
What else is
kidding.
going on with sports? The Super
It's
Bowl.
parody.
Super Bowl.
We watched the Super Bowl together.
Yeah,
Yes.
we did.
In a classroom while we studied.
While class was going on.
Yeah.
Got asked to leave
Yeah.
pretty quickly, but
It was a very nice
Oh,
setup.
it was great. It was like the ultimate
the Eagles
sports
won, which
classroom.
is, you know,
we had
yeah.
8 screens going at the same time. Big screens too.
I mean, I don't really
so-
care about the Eagles, but you know,
Yeah.
we live in Indiana, so it's
That's
like
true.
it's a necessity to hate the Patriots here.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Same in Florida. I'd say we're probably in 2 of the states that hate the Patriots the most.
I think like every state probably.
Yeah,
does.
pretty much everyone.
Except for like
so-
Vermont or like Connecticut.
Oh, true.
They're
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
go our boys. But
Probably
anyways,
Massachusetts, but
geez, we don't need to talk about them.
oh goodness, but
Those, you know, I'm not gonna say it. Anyway.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Only kidding, folks. But anyway, so what do we have planned for today?
Oh, Jonathan.
well,
do you have
glad
something
you
to say?
asked.
I'm glad I asked too.
Because we have a very fun game coming up.
Oh, I'm
This is
excited.
dramatic.
It's Jonathan's Extreme Sports Theme Bonanza.
Oh, I like it.
So,
I'm gonna
in
cry.
this game, the boys will be tasked with guessing the theme that I will play. It can be from
This is anime themes?
anime, sports
So,
theme song.
You're
Oh,
playing the
jeez.
Olympic theme right now.
Right now,
if
I'm playing the
correct.
Olympic theme,
Yay, I win.
as you may hear. Okay, so here are the rules. So basically, you guys are going to be guessing which sports theme I'm playing. I'm going to be playing 6 themes. You're all battling head to head, so you each have to guess on your own. You can't base it on what other people guess. You just have to go with your gut. You get 1 point for getting the sport right, and you get 1 point for getting the network right. So these could be the same sports on different networks from time to time. So I'll let you know right now. Sports include NFL football, NBA basketball, college basketball, and MLB baseball. And the networks could be Fox, CBS, ESPN, or TNT.
Okay, so CBS Kids is not included.
CBS Kids is not included.
Okay.
Neither is Nick Jr.
Ah, this is gonna be
Cartoon
tough.
Network?
Where's PBS?
Ooh, PBS
I might-
Kids might be included.
Ah,
I'm gonna be. I'm
PBS
gonna,
Kids, Little League.
yeah, I'm gonna be in trouble because I only watched on CBS Kids.
Ooh.
so-
So here we go. Throwback to earlier in the episode.
Oh yeah.
Which sport and which network do you think this is?
Are we gonna do both at the same time, or just the sport first, or what's going on? Sport
We're
and
gonna
network.
say sport and network. So we'll just go around. Let's start with Billy.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is the NFL, the National Football League, not the
Of
national,
America.
not the National Forensics League, which
Mhm.
is something I was a part of in high school.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
hey, it's
really?
true. All right, the
Nobody cares. Okay.
The National Football League,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say this is on Fox.
Yeah, this is NFL and Fox. I promise I'm not taking his answer. I know this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The only reason I know this
It's
one is
because-
because this is there's a really funny NFL.
There's
You
a-
should Google NFL.
NFL theme meme.
memes.
Wait, we can't tell them. You could go
You
to
could.
Sorry, you
Google
could.
it.
We can't tell you
You
to do
could Google it.
anything.
You could Bing it, maybe.
Yes,
We're
you
not
could
going
Yahoo.
to use.
Sorry.
You could use Yahoo.
Use a
could
search
use,
engine of your choice.
Heck,
Could,
you could even search
what's
it up
that
yourself.
duck one? DuckDuckGo or something? I don't even know.
Oh yeah,
That's
I know
Linux.
which one you're talking
The,
about.
Yeah,
the
so-
Google, but it's spelled backwards. And everything's
everyone-
backwards. You can use that one.
Kiss.
Is everyone saying NFL on Fox? Does
Yeah.
anyone
Yeah.
disagree with that? Okay, so
Yeah.
you guys are all right.
Yeah.
NFL on Fox. So you each get 2 points.
We're a bit of
Question
alpha males, so-
1.
Two.
That's the only one I'm sure of. The rest of them are
points.
gonna. It could be anything, to
Shot
be
in the
honest.
dark.
The rest
I'm
of
really
them-
looking
Right.
forward to cricket on BBC.
You guys ready for theme number 2?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
I'm up in there.
Ooh, this is kind of a banger.
This is like Mario Kart. This is like Rainbow Road.
Oh, jeez.
I'll let you think. All right.
I've heard that so many times.
Yeah.
I don't even
Oh,
want to go
geez.
What
and
do you
watch
guys think
sports,
that is?
but my-
So, as a reminder, it could be college basketball, NBA, NFL, MLB.
I know this one.
Yeah, I think I know.
All right, who's going
Billy's
first?
going first again.
I'm going first again.
Everyone
Okay.
just go with your
I
gut.
know
Don't,
that I've
don't
heard
go
this
based
one
on what someone else
very,
says.
very, very frequently, just like the other one. And I'm not a very frequent sports watcher, but my dad's watched a lot of
Yeah,
football
it's-
in his day, so I'm gonna
Oh.
guess NFL actually.
NFL,
National football,
okay.
and I'm gonna. Oh, I hope
And
it's
so
not.
it's not Fox, obviously.
I hope it's not college, but I'm gonna say NFL. And I'm gonna say this is CBS. Oh, it could be ESPN. CBS. I'm going with CBS.
Okay.
This is, I think, MLB on ESPN. I'm almost positive this is MLB.
Oh, you might be right because there's a lot of baseball is something that's
Yeah.
frequently on our
All right,
TV.
Sergey, what do you think?
I just remember that sort of.
I think it's MLB, but I think it's on CBS.
Okay, so
Everyone thinks it's CBS.
wait, did everyone say CBS? What did you say, Clay?
I said
What was
CBS.
you said?
What is it, CBS?
What on CBS?
MLB.
MLB on CBS. Okay, so you're all right about CBS,
Oh.
but you're all wrong
It
about the
was
sport.
It's college basketball.
College basketball. College
should've gone-
I
basketball.
knew it was one or the other. I should have gone with college basketball.
All right, so you each get 1 point.
All
So
right.
right now tied for 3.
College basketball.
3-pointer.
Draft.
All right, are we ready for theme number
Boom, boom, boom.
3? Oh yeah.
Oh, I like this one. Oh, jeez. I know this one. Oh, my God. They all sound so similar, though.
All right.
Oh,
so what do
geez,
you
I know-
guys think?
Oh, God.
Oh,
Okay, I know this is going to sound kind of lame. No, oh, God.
I'm really clueless, to be honest.
I think this is NBA.
I was thinking basketball too, but I don't know what channel.
I'm just going to
Alright.
say... Oh, God. I'm just going to say CBS NBA. Why not? No,
CBS
no.
NBA.
No, ESPN NBA.
I was thinking that, but
No,
now I don't want to say it.
No,
Oh, TNT.
don't-
What
don't
channel?
go
I'm
based
not
on what
familiar
anyone
with
else
this
says.
TNT. Oh, this
Wait, TNT is an option?
it's an option.
Oh.
I'm not saying that's it, but
Oh, shucks. Sergey, do you want to go or should I go next?
I'm gonna go with.
TNT might not be used at all. Just so you know, any of them might not be used at all. But
All right.
I don't know. That sounds like MLB. I'm just
Oh.
gonna throw that out.
I
there.
I'm
think you
gonna-
might be
said
right.
I'm gonna
MLB
say
on
CBS.
on CBS.
I'm gonna
Okay.
say NBA like Clay did, but I'm gonna say TNT for this one.
Okay, so it was NBA
Right.
on
Hey.
NBC.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
and-
the only one
so-
I do know of NBA is TNT. I know it's on that. one.
Right. Okay. So you Billy and Clay each get 1 point. So they're tied
Sorry,
for
bud.
first with 4
Wait, was it
points.
NBC, the network?
NBC.
It was
yes.
NBC. So
NBA.
Sergey has 3 points, very
I love that
close,
one.
still in the game. EA Sports, it's in the game. Anyways,
Challenge everything.
Is backyard baseball gonna be in this one?
Backyard.
I know that one by heart.
Where's the
no?
Where do you get to Real Men Sport? Where's the polo theme songs?
Oh man, or the Masters.
There's the Ashes.
Okay, you guys ready for theme number 3?
Number 4. Oh yeah!
I heard this
Oh
song,
yeah!
yes.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
I actually know my answer.
I know my answer too.
I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure about this one actually.
Okay. Okay. So, Billy, you've been saying most of them first. So I feel bad for you. So, you want me to go first?
Yeah, sure.
This is football and ESPN.
Oh,
Okay.
shoot, that's not what I was gonna say. Now I'm questioning myself. I was gonna say, do you want to go next, Sergey? Do you want me to?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with football and ESPN. Or no, wait, not ESPN. I think this is.
This is Wii Bowling.
So you're saying football?
I love this
Yeah,
one.
I'm
I
gonna say
think this is my
football.
dad used to watch a lot of football.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
ESPN. That's what my gut
Okay.
is, but I'm
Okay,
kind of
Billy?
thinking it might be
I'm gonna go. This was actually my gut. Now I'm thinking it's ESPN because they both said
Well,
it. I'm not gonna let that affect me. I'm gonna say it's football NFL on CBS.
It's definitely NFL.
Nope, it is MLB on Fox.
Wait,
way! I've
They
heard
have
that.
such a good theme song.
They
oh my
do,
God.
right?
I've heard
I
that
love
so
that
many
one.
times.
Wait,
yeah.
that's like the best one.
Never watched the Marlins games on Fox Sports Florida.
Wow, that's
Oh
a good
yeah,
one.
that one's.
It sounds like
The White
the.
Sox
no,
against the
it's,
Minnesota
uh,
Twins.
What is that? The Captain Falcon?
Oh yeah, no, it does. When it goes-
From Super Smash Brothers.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it
but
does, yeah.
Yeah, I know that by heart. F-Zero.
Oh, if we did Serious Smash Brothers stages.
Ooh.
then
That
I
might have to
get
be another
some of them.
episode.
Yeah. Oh, that should be an
That'd be a
episode
good
actually. All right, is that
Video
all?
game.
All right,
themes
no,
or
there's
something.
2 more. So that was. Oh wait, there's
So we're all
no,
me and Clay are
there's
tied, right?
there's 2 more. Okay, yeah. So here we go for the next one. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely know this one.
This one I'm okay.
I'm positive
I know
on
I
this
said I
one.
was positive
Really?
last time.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
positive on this one. NFL, ESPN.
I'm actually just to shake it up. I think Clay might be right. I know it's definitely NFL.
You can say NFL, ESPN.
I can picture. I can
picture
those guys like the quarterback.
With a giant robot. Do you know how they show the giant robot?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So this is definitely.
Oh, this is
NFL.
such a good one. This and MLB
This
are
is
the two
a
best ones.
banger.
Yeah.
So they
I
sent us the
can't
links
believe.
for these so I can.
I honestly think I might have been getting this theme confused with last time, so I'm actually gonna say NFL
No,
CBS.
I was definitely getting this last one confused.
Because they're kind of similar-ish.
Wait, can I change my answer?
No.
Oh crap! Because I know
Sorry.
I know my dad doesn't watch ESPN. He watches CBS. But okay, it's fine.
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna go with ESPN because that's what I was thinking.
Sergey, NFL, ESPN. So it was NFL, CBS.
Okay.
No, I knew it. I knew it.
I'm sorry, but I did say it has to be not based on anyone else's
Yeah.
comments. So you guys get 1 point. Billy gets 2. So
It wasn't
Billy
based on
is
his
currently in the lead. And so for the last one,
would've
I
thought, right?
accidentally did a repeat. So let me pick a different one. Let's go for.
Alright, this is actually Mario Kart.
All right, you guys got a good feeling for this one?
Mario Kart Grumble Volcano, part of the Star Cup. Oh shucks.
Oh jeez, my best guess. College basketball, ESPN.
Okay.
He just made a face about that. I don't think that was right at all.
I'm gonna
No,
say.
that was not based on.
I'm gonna say. NBA on ESPN.
Shoot.
Was that your guess?
Yeah.
It
you
could
did-
also be
same,
NBA
same guess as
TNT.
me,
I
same-
don't know. Oh wait.
Oh, unless you're trying to go for the win.
So
No.
Clay, what was
I
yours
can't.
again?
I can't.
Mine is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure anymore actually.
You're not more.
But
than
I guess I
2
can't
points
change
behind.
my
If
opinion.
I get it
What'd you say?
completely wrong.
I originally said ESPN college basketball.
Okay, and then Sergey.
Jeez,
You
I
know
love
what,
that
let me
football
go
theme
with,
song. It's so cool.
NBA CBS.
Okay, so the answer is NBA
On TNT.
on ESPN.
Oh, nice. Good job, Billy.
So Billy is the winner of that one, and also the winner overall.
Landslide victory.
I knew it
Let's
was.
see real quick.
I could hear the basketball.
Second place, I think, is Clay. And then very close by a hair. Third place, Sergey.
Wait, so what are the
Yeah,
official
that's
scores? How much does
Um,
Billy have?
Oh, geez, I don't want to add this up. Billy
Okay,
has.
you're
let's see,
accounting
Billy
major.
has what?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not an accounting
Finance.
major. I don't know how to
Same
count.
thing.
Billy has.
Finance
Billy has
major.
8
Might as well just get a
points.
finance calculator.
So first place, Billy with 8 points.
Thank you.
Second place,
Nice.
Clay
A measly 8
with
points. Just kidding.
6 points.
Ooh.
Third place, Sergey with 5
Oh,
points.
very good. Very
So
good.
good job, everybody.
Yes.
I really like those songs.
I really like my favorite one is the MLB one, but the reason I like it is because it reminds me of NFL and CBS. And I should have known it was CBS, but hey, that's okay. We had a good game.
My favorite is probably the NFL and Fox.
That one,
honestly.
yeah, see,
That one is
that
just-
one's funny, but as a song, I love it, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah, the MLB one is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed hearing some sports music, hearing some
Yeah.
debate.
No, I loved it. Yeah, great segment, Jonathan. It was really
and all of our
good.
listeners at home, if you played along.
The crazy
And
thing
next
is,
time, Smash Brothers stages.
definitely.
Oh.
No, the crazy thing is, I've heard those songs so many times, but I don't really know what they're from because I mean, one, you don't really think about the songs,
Yeah.
and two, I'm usually not the one watching. It's usually like playing in our house somewhere, and I hear it.
Yeah.
And some of them I kind of knew.
It's usually emanating from my father's beer-stained study. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, man.
Yeah, like MLB, I definitely have heard that so many times. I just could not
No.
get it right because I
See-
did not know.
See, my dad does never watches MLB, so my familiarity with it was just me associating it with
a different
NFL
sport,
on
yeah.
CBS.
yeah.
Yes, because it sounds so much like it.
See, I've
That's
watched
cool.
plenty of MLB, like with my grandpa. I'd watch some Marlins games and that kind of thing. So
Oh, really?
that's a good one. Yeah,
It was always
that's a good one.
with Gabe. My father was always Colts games and then Pacers games. On whatever
So,
channel there
yeah.
was, so I don't even remember the channels. But yeah,
Yeah, I remember when I used to get to watch TV before we
Okay.
did get cable in the house.
Alright,
Okay,
alright.
no one wants
I
cable.
know.
Yeah, there's a bit of a controversy because
Yeah.
It's a
We
little
sort
bit of
of-
an ethical dilemma.
we all live in the same
Yeah.
house. We all live in the same house, and
Fun fact.
with two other guys.
I think there
Yeah,
are two other
two,
guys.
sometimes three other
Two,
guys.
sometimes three, sometimes four, sometimes none.
Sometimes
Sometimes just
four,
me.
yeah,
Sometimes just me for days on end.
A few times it's been like 5 other people, right?
Oh god, don't get me
Oh,
started.
goodness.
But and basically when we signed up for house, none of us wanted TV, so we didn't get TV. And then this guy over here.
This guy's
Wake
like,
up-
whoa, I'm in
Wait,
Ireland.
yeah.
I wake up from
Oh.
my long nap from my trip over from Ireland.
Yeah,
Hey, you
just because
snooze, you lose, cowboy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, I know you woke up at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
your time or whatever because you live
Wake
live
up
in
to
Ireland
the
over the summer.
early leprechaun call, and I'm like, hey, what's up, guys?
But when I woke up at 3
I want
p.m.
this TV.
it's- When I woke up at 3 p.m., that's the first thing I saw, and I said, no, we don't need it.
Yeah.
When I rolled out of bed at 5 p.m.
Okay, really? No, I think I woke up at like 2 or 3, and you guys decided at an early hour. But
Hey,
anyways,
that's neither here nor there. What's next
Neither
on our
here.
agenda?
It is. Clay, I hear you. Oh,
Well-
news. Oh yeah.
well, yeah,
News on the
Clay's,
39s
Let's
first.
get,
do
let's
we,
just
do we
get-
have any news?
Let's get this news out of the way.
Okay, yeah, we have a little bit of news. In fact, we kind of covered this news. Some of us have a little
Is
bit.
it the Pyongyang?
And no, it isn't. I think we've covered that thoroughly.
All right.
But
Much too.
A little too
Jonathan
thoroughly,
Sugar.
maybe a
Chagrin.
little. Well, so have any of you recently been on the swamp?
I've been in many swamps. Which
Just,
one?
like,
Which one are you talking about?
Waiting through all this murk of
This is
like,
my
different,
swamp.
Yes.
Yeah.
different texts, all these like these messages that are obscene.
Not
Maybe
text
we
messages,
should-
more like cattails and frogs and bracken water and things like that. But go on, please.
Because this is what the company Unilever, or Unilever, as some people like to pronounce it, have
Or
been
Unilever.
telling Facebook and Google.
Ooh.
They're tired of
Ooh.
all the swampy like
Ah.
messages and all this like
All this
um,
crap.
all this stuff that they don't want.
Unilever, owner of companies such as Dove.
Yes.
Maybe some of you may know them of soap. I know these guys don't.
And
They've,
chocolate.
they've never heard of that.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah,
I've heard of the chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I used to watch my
Ben and
body,
Jerry's
actually.
ice cream. They bought
Ben and
them out.
Jerry's ice
Yes,
cream,
they
yeah.
own Ben and Jerry's.
Two best
Axe.
friends who started an ice cream.
Oh, they own
company.
Axe.
They own Axe the fraternity. No, the
Axe.
They know Axe. Yeah, all my fellow middle schoolers were very
My
familiar.
fellow middle schoolers.
Back in the locker
Yes.
room.
man.
Back in the locker room.
Those
I didn't
middle
even.
school locker
I didn't even have to shower back then. I just walk into
Oh,
the
yeah.
walk into the gym locker room.
Yeah.
and-
You know, the cooler you were, the more axe you used. That's how it worked. So.
Yeah.
The coolest kids would actually bring like
Um,
real tomahawks and like battle axes to school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
fight in study hall.
I mean,
My
what I would
goodness.
usually do is I just get those detergent pods,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Just like run the bath and just throw a bunch of those in there.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all you needed.
Exactly.
Middle
When I wanted to get that axe smell, but I forgot my axe, I could just stick my hand right on a skunk's butt, tickle a little bit, and then boom, I could just rub that on my body, and I'm
Oh
good.
my goodness.
All right. Well, is that the news? Thank.
That is the news.
That's
Yep.
the news.
That is
All
the
right.
news.
All right.
Thank you.
Right.
So I have
Axe.
a little bit of a segment too for you guys.
All
This is also sports themed. This is not going to be a competition, but it'll be more be. This is a sort of I'm sort of a participation ribbon. Everybody wins.
Yeah. Exactly.
Type of guy. So there's gonna be no wrong answers in this one. Just gonna be fun. Just gonna be opinion based.
Lots of frolic.
Lots of frolic. So what I have before me is a list of the world's craziest sports that I've compiled, and I'm going to give them to you guys. And no, it's not going to be a game where you guess which one is real, which one's fake. Rather, we're going to be guessing which of us four would be best at these specific sports as a group. Sound good? Everybody know the rules? All right. So this first sport is called wife carrying.
So these are very crazy sports.
These are crazy sports.
These are not just
This
crazy
is a real
sports.
sport.
These are not like crazy sports. Like, oh, they're extreme. These are like bizarre sports.
weird sports. And are they all are they from all over the world? Or
They're from all over the world. None of them are from America.
Oh, so
Oh,
this
none
is
of them.
exciting.
Okay.
Cool.
Twisted sports.
Yeah, these are seriously disturbed
Inside.
sports. No,
Clay's
crazy.
top mind.
Yeah, so this is my weekly segment, Clay's Crazy Cranium. Crazy sports. So first sport is called wife carrying. This is a sport from Finland, which is a country in Scandinavia.
Uh-huh.
What do you guys think wife carrying would be?
I can't participate.
Carrying
That's
a
all I-
wife.
No,
I
no, no.
guess.
Is it not carrying your wife?
It is carrying your wife or
Oh.
a female teammate that has
Oh,
agreed,
okay.
consented to participate in this sport.
Yeah.
So basically, participants carry a female teammate through a series of obstacles. These obstacles are, sand, thick sand. They have to wade through water. They have to climb over a fence. They have to climb over sharp rocks, all while
Wow.
carrying their wife. Ideally, their wife. It could be any woman who
Yeah.
And I think the participant has to be a man. But I'm guessing if you're like a burly woman, you could also probably
Yeah, come
participate. And the three main styles of this sport are piggyback, which is pretty much as you could guess. The wife is on your back. Fireman style, where your wife is sort of draped over your shoulder, like a,
Swung over.
yeah, exactly, swung
Like
over
a
your
rag
shoulder
doll.
like a towel. Yeah, and last is oddly named Estonian style, where your wife is upside down and her legs are wrapped around your neck,
Oh.
while her arms are attached over your waist. So
Where's this game played?
Finland. So imagine a man running around through like water up to his waist with a woman with her legs wrapped around his neck, and
man.
you kind of get the idea. So, which of us four do you think would be best at wife carrying? The
I will
Finnish sport.
say.
This is an ancient sport with roots back in the Viking
Oh, is
days.
this still played today?
Yeah, it's still playing. Like now, it's actually official. Like they have like
Oh wow.
jerseys and like
Oh,
it's like a
jerseys? Are you
sport, yeah.
serious?
Like the wife has like an athletic costume too.
No way.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow.
pretty cool.
I know for a fact that I would be horrible at this because I have played this sport without knowing it's a sport, and let's just say my female companion. Sorry, Camille.
Oh, okay.
She did not.
She did not
like,
fair enough.
she ended up on the ground. I'm not joking. I'm really sorry about
Okay.
that. I don't really want to talk about it, but
Come
let's just say
on.
I'd be awful.
Yeah.
So let's
Okay.
take me out of the
So
running
Billy's
on
out.
that.
Billy can't even do the.
I wasn't going
Estonian
through
style.
sand. I
Billy out
had
of
an
the
easy
ballgame.
job. I just had to go from point A from point B. I couldn't even do that.
All right,
I
so
think Sergey would probably
Sergey's
be
pretty good at
He's
this. I was
got
thinking
brute
that too.
strength for sure.
brute strength. Yeah,
Maybe less height though. I don't know if that'll
Yeah,
play into
that
it.
might
I think height might play into it.
Yeah,
because,
Clay's
you know,
probably the tallest of the three of us who are still remaining.
Right,
in
well,
this
me and you are
round.
actually the exact same height.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I would say
wasn't sure, but-
probably, honestly, my opinion would probably be Jonathan on this.
I was thinking that
Because me and
too.
Jonathan are the same height. Billy's out because apparently he incriminated himself. Jonathan, I'm guessing, is probably stronger than me, and he might have a wife out there somewhere that he could carry around. So.
Ooh.
Oh, and also he
Not
loves
yet.
water and sand surfing. So also
Yeah,
Jonathan.
oh, true.
Jonathan's looking
He
for.
surfed before.
Also, Jonathan's looking for a wife to carry across a obstacle course. So,
Like a Montana
if you're interested,
or
let him know.
Grinder.
Oh, also Jonathan could do the.
Venmo me if you want to be my wife. I mean,
Jonathan,
JS Falk.
Jonathan can also do Floridian style, where you lay the wife down in the water and ride her like a surfboard around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shoot.
I'll agree with John
Yeah.
because he
Yeah.
surfed.
Yeah.
He has recently learned how to snowboard.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, I definitely agree.
Do
So.
you guys ever do those fight things? What are they called? Chicken fights?
Oh yeah, I never did
Oh
that.
goodness.
Have you done that?
Yeah, I've done
Oh, then
that.
yeah, you have the
Yeah, yeah.
experience that you need definitely. Yeah, I was always scared of chicken fights.
Oh, chicken fights are fun.
I was always scared of drowning.
Yeah.
One time my sister was like she couldn't swim yet, so I was carrying her out in the pool like she was like
Yeah.
had her arms around my neck, and then she got I
shoot.
think scared or something, and then
Oh,
started to
no.
strangle me.
Oh,
and it was one of the scariest things of my life. I almost
Oh,
drowned in
man.
that like hotel pool in St. Louis, Missouri, or
no.
something. But anyways, next sport is worm charming.
What?
Worm charming.
I've
This
heard of
is
snake charming.
this is from England. This is a weird one.
Uh-huh.
So it's from England. So our neighbors across the pond, contestants are given a small lot of dirt, and they're provided with a fork, like imagine like sort of like a barbecue fork type of thing,
Okay.
and a large piece of wood. Now each of the players has 30 minutes to get as many worms as possible out of the ground in their little dirt lot, using only the tools they have.
Ooh.
How do you guys think they would go about doing this with only a fork and a block of wood? I'll give you another hint that sometimes some participants are allowed to use boom boxes as well.
What?
They play music, I guess. Is that what we're
Is
What
saying?
about
music
the-
like get them going or something or?
Yeah, the vibrations on the ground
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
get the worms really annoyed, and it's really loud.
So
on
they
the ground.
stomp on the ground or something? They,
No, so the worms retreat up to the surface
Mm-hmm.
because it's too loud for them. So they use the fork as like a tuning fork, like wang 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 wang,
Oh.
and like the block of wood, like by drumming on it.
Oh,
this is a musical
interesting.
event.
Interesting.
Yeah, so they get all these worms on the ground through vibrations, which is kind of cool. So
Wow.
who do you think would be best at this sport? This weird sport from England, worm charming, out of all of us.
Well, I would have to say maybe Clay. He's probably the most musical out of us.
Oh,
Wow.
He's just always twanging those strings over there.
true.
Pretty
Good job.
I
vibrant.
drum a few worms crazy with that.
Yeah, oh man, you drive me crazy every time. No,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
kidding.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
yeah.
No, I mean I think so. Yeah. What do you guys
no,
think?
I mean, if I was a worm, I would definitely be most disturbed. No, I'm kidding. Clay. I'll agree with Clay on this.
It's
one,
called worm
because-
charming, so I'm
Worm
very charming to
Yeah,
worm.
you're
Yeah,
a very
yeah.
charming individual.
They love your song, so they want to come out and hear it even better.
Yeah, I'm not trying to brag, but worms love me, all right?
Yeah.
You should see me at prom.
Plus, I know worms aren't actually bugs, but they are
True.
small creatures, and you do really like bugs.
Oh,
True,
yeah.
true.
and you are very musically talented, so I'm gonna
thank you.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with Clay on this
Easily.
as well.
Great. So in the Cold War Olympics, Jonathan is carrying his wife, and I'm charming the worms.
Yes.
So now the next one is called Buzkashi, which isn't a very weird name. I mean, compared to worm charming wife carrying, it's not that descriptive. This is a sport in Central Asia, specifically in Kazakhstan and specifically in Afghanistan. This is an ancient sport going back from prehistory that ancient nomadic Central Asian people would play. And it's kind of like football, actually, except the difference is and you play on horseback, first of all.
Ooh.
And instead of throwing on a pig skin, you throw it on a goat skin. And by goat skin, I mean the carcass of a goat with its head cut off.
What?
Oh,
Yes.
Man.
So in this game, there are certain. It looks like absolute chaos if you look this up, but I guess there are teams of 10 people, and they're all running around this field, and one guy's holding a carcass of a goat with its head cut off. And basically, they're all trying to grab it from that guy and steal it until the games are like an hour long, I think. So it sounds pretty
Oh, man.
terrible. So you basically try and steal this goat carcass. So it's like football, I think. And I think you can pass it to your teammates. But the one catch is that all of your opponents have whips with them, and they're allowed to whip
goodness.
you.
Oh, man.
If you lose the goat, can you now pull up, like, pick a whip out of your
Yeah, definitely. You carry the whip in your teeth for when you're carrying the goat.
Oh, wow.
shoot.
Yeah, and then you can also shove people off their horses,
Oh,
which sounds
man.
very dangerous. But yeah, so this is the game Buzkashi. It's the game of pigskin, aka goat carcass, with whipping involved. And it is an ancient Central Asian sport. Who do you think would be best at it?
Well, I have played Mario Kart back in the day.
Oh,
Not that
interesting.
this has any resemblance to it. Kind of does, maybe a little bit.
I'd say it does, yeah.
But I would say I think Billy would be good, and the only reason I would say that is because he's tall. He's
Right.
got
True.
long arms, so you
That's
can
He
definitely
can
essential.
hold that goat thing up high, right?
He
Yeah.
can hold it up high. He can also reach out to push other people on the horses.
True.
So-
Yeah, that's true.
And also, he
Long
can
arms.
definitee he's got that reach for the whip.
Yes.
True,
thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I was thinking either you or Billy, because you do have some of the maybe the Eastern European, Central Asian ancestry is trying to help you out. But I think the height would be a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jonathan?
And I think I definitely agree with the Billy thing. I think it's also a game of persistence, from what I hear.
Yes.
Oh.
And nobody's more persistent than Sergey, so
True.
I think he would be pretty good as well.
I think it could be a good team, maybe.
But- yeah,
yeah,
true.
we could,
yeah.
I could be the horse.
Well,
No, I'm joking.
how do you feel about goat carcasses?
Yeah.
Man?
Yeah, well, the crazy thing is I've actually played this game before. I just didn't know it was a sport at the time. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
I mean, goat
I
carcasses.
played this
mean,
before. It's called Junior Prom. Hey,
Yeah. Hey, am I
Doing
right?
goat around.
Oh, man.
I mean, hey, that was lunch back in the day. Right?
Hey.
Fresh goat carcass. That was me trying to get it away from
Hey,
the
I
bullies.
heard you're from Munster, so I tried to make the segment really slow so you could understand.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, come
I know you guys eat goats down there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with Billy. Interestingly enough, one of the best tactics for this game is you sort of jam the carcass in between your legs in the saddle. So basically, when you watch it, it's just one poor guy on a horse being bogged by a million guys trying to grab his crotch and are also whipping him at the same time.
Oh, man.
I mean, I have the long arm, so I might be able to whip people from far away. But if I have that goat carcass, I don't know how well it's
Ugh.
going to go for me. So I'll say Sergey because he's a pretty resourceful guy. I feel like
He's always eating raw meat out at our house.
yeah, he is just recently.
So he's already
Yeah.
used to
Some
it.
fresh raw.
I would say you guys could be a good team. Maybe
yeah,
Sergey's the
them
captain.
together was definitely the dream team.
Yeah.
For sure.
This next sport.
I'll be
Okay,
the
so
lackey.
maybe
bench warmer.
Sergey's the captain, Billy's the bench warmer.
Yeah.
All right, great. So Buzkashi champion is Sergey. Jonathan, we got him on wife carrying, and I'm on worm charming. This next sport is called cheese rolling. It's also from England.
Ooh.
Maybe there's a trend in English people having weird sports. In this sport, it's also pretty descriptive. Cheese rolling. A wheel of double Gloucester cheese is basically rolled down a hill. It's given like I think a 1 second head start, and then all the competitors, there's pretty much like I think around 13 guys gathered around the top of this huge steep hill, run down and try and catch the wheel of cheese
I think
before
I've
it hits.
seen a video of that.
Yeah, before it hits the ground.
Yeah, that looks pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's very crazy.
Pretty dangerous.
It's
actually.
very dangerous,
Yeah.
exactly,
You
because
can fall down the hill.
yeah, the hill is super uneven, so like you might
Yeah.
lose your footing. Also, the cheese wheel apparently can go up to 70 miles per hour,
Oh,
while it's going.
goodness.
And it's been known to sometimes hurt spectators and injure them.
Oh wow.
So it's a very dangerous sport with lots of injuries involved, which you might not guess from a sport called cheese rolling. But
I noticed you never eat it. So is there any reason why it's cheese or?
it's because the town. No, this is the reason. The reward for winning it is you get to eat the cheese.
Is it like down a
really?
muddy
Oh,
hill?
what?
No, it's like a grassy hill.
I don't know if I'd want to eat that cheese.
Still.
No, it's in like a layer of wax. You know, like cheese
Yeah.
wheels.
Oh, so
Right.
it's not.
It's like a big cheese wheel.
I was imagining like this, like a like you know.
No, it's not like
pulling
some
up
fetish cheese.
You're talking
Jim's
about
like-
worm charming. I'm imagining this like taking worms.
No.
You know, a field of geese. There's some doo doo that it picks
Imagine
up.
like a delicious piece of like wheel of cheese in like a giant red wax sort of
That
thing.
definitely sounds.
I don't know if
good.
that's worth
And
it.
you have to
though.
stop. Like, so wait, what are you doing with it?
You just
You
like,
try to
try and
catch it.
tackle the cheese that's falling down
You try to get to the cheese before anyone else.
before it
does.
hits the bottom of the hill. Yeah.
Okay, I get this. I get
Yeah.
this.
So who do you think we best?
Isn't there a kind of cheese called like Munster cheese?
Oh,
There
Is
is
that
a
a
kind of
thing?
cheese. So
So
Billy,
maybe Billy. I mean,
I
if
think
it-
Billy might be good at
if
this.
it's
This is my namesake.
if it's some Munster cheese, I think Billy's got a good shot for sure.
Billy is from Munster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, and all I'm saying is, like, I've had a few classes with this guy, and sometimes we run a little bit late, and let me tell you, this guy can book it.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
definitely. I'm also sometimes I'm just like in the in the kitchen, like eating a nice thing of string cheese. I look up for a second, look down, it's gone. Billy's munching on it in his room.
Oh,
I
man.
do like cheese.
You do.
He
He's a
loves
big
cheese.
mac and cheese guy for sure.
Oh yeah, he's a cheesehead.
So I think it has to be Billy.
It has to be.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. So we got Billy on cheese rolling. So Jonathan's gonna be carrying his wife. I'm gonna be charming the worms. Sergey's gonna be
Throwing the
throwing
goats.
the goat, and Billy's gonna be catching the
Sergey is
cheese.
the goat.
For once, Billy will be catching the cheese, not cutting it. Hey,
Hey, come on.
Okay, I'm kidding. Come on.
Finally.
Come on.
And now one last sport. We're a little bit close on time, but I just want to get this one real quick out there. This is a sport called grease wrestling. It's from Turkey. So in this sport, competitors gather around in this. This is like one of the oldest sports known to man. It's been around since like before the ancient Greeks, like so basically like 2,000 years or so. It's from ancient Turkish sport. Basically, what happens is these competitors gather around in this field, like a lawn. Imagine a lawn. They grease each other down with olive oil. So they're coated in olive oil, completely nude, except for these huge, giant pair of leather pants that are made out of a water buffalo hide. They're like these weird leather pants that are like look very uncomfortable, and look very thick and like rubbery. And basically, the sport is that you win by wrestling your competitor, but also if you get a hold on his pants, which have been oiled down, so they're really slippery. But once you get a good hold on his pants, a sufficient hold, you actually win.
Are you supposed to pull the pants off, or
No, so the pants aren't coming
come
off. They're
on.
like they're weird pants. I'll show you later.
Okay.
But basically, like you grab the back of the pants and you're like, I got you. And when you can't escape, that's when you win. This is also a sport. It's a very ancient sport. There's a lot of respect. It's an important part of this sport. So competitors actually oil your opponent down before you play.
Oh.
So whoever you're gonna be facing up against, you're pouring olive oil and rubbing all over his body.
are they only wearing pants? Is that it?
Only pants, yeah. So
Okay.
they're all. It's kind of gross. They're like since they're covered in oil and they're fighting on a lawn. There's like grass and dirt stuck all over them,
Oh.
which might be part of the fun. And also, respect is an important part because when you win, if you're the victor, you have to kiss your defeated opponent on the hand to show respect.
Oh.
Who do you think would be best at this sport?
I mean, probably Sergey, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys
probably
think?
Sergey.
What do you think,
I'm gonna go
Billy?
Sergey. He's very respectful.
He's
Sergey
very
is
respectful.
very
He always
respectful.
kisses my hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
He always
Sergey-
always me down.
Sergey's very
Yeah, he did do that one time.
Oh, man.
He was a good one.
Oh, man.
I do think Sergey would be good at this. I also think Clay. I think you'd be good at this too because you're always. I mean, of everyone in the house, you're the most likely to be like walking around in only a towel.
That's true.
Like, a lot of
Yeah.
times you'll be like
That's
you'll just be
true.
like hanging out in someone's
hanging
room,
out, yeah.
only a towel, and it
Yeah.
really doesn't come off. A lot of times you'll
Oh,
you'll
yeah,
be doing
you're
some
right.
pretty.
Oh no, I tie it.
Yeah,
I
Yeah, you
on
tie
there.
it pretty
Yeah.
nicely,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you're really good with
That
it.
towel
You'd
never
be-
comes
Thank you.
off.
You'd be good keeping those pants on. You don't even need the oil.
Yeah, you don't
I wish we
Yeah,
lived
yeah.
back in the day where you could just like throw on like a robe or like a sarong and you're like ready for the day. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Now you got all
yeah.
these jeans and stuff.
Oh, man.
But I do think you and Sergey would be a good team. So especially
Well,
because you guys
is this a
used
team
to
sport?
you guys used to put lotion.
Yeah.
On each other.
On each
Maybe
other.
we should be enemies. Maybe we should be opponents.
Oh,
Yeah, you could be
yeah.
opponents.
Hey, we're both very respectable. We'd honor each other.
Yeah, we'd honor each other. We'd both
Mhm.
look good. We both look great in tight
Yeah.
leather pants. So yeah.
Oil each other down.
Yeah, right. Oil each other down and then roll around in the mud.
You're always making us
Yeah,
kiss
yeah.
your hand.
Yeah, exactly. Well, great. So yeah, we have our Olympic roster. We got Jonathan, Karen, his wife, through all the water, surfing on her. I'm charming the worms with my musical talent and my love for bugs. Sergey's throwing around the old goat skin. Billy's rolling the cheese down because of his links to Munster, and then me and Sergey are gonna grease each other down to wrestle on the lawn. Sounds great. Thank you so much for playing, you
that.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Sounds
great.
good.
That was a great segment.
Thank you,
And,
So,
thank you.
just so we know, so I just looked it up. I was curious. The next show doesn't start until 9 a.m. tomorrow. So technically, we have a lot more time to go.
A little bit more time, yeah.
A little bit more
We don't
time to
wanna
go,
abuse
but
it.
obviously we don't want to abuse it. But I'm just saying,
8
we
hours
don't have
special.
to. Typically, you need to get
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
5 minutes early, but for us, I'm saying we can leave, around 12.
Yeah, we can live
Yeah, we can go all the way to
Maybe
midnight.
all the way, maybe even a minute late. So just so we know, there's no pressure really.
Yeah, so we kind of wrapped up our sports talk. That's all we wanted to talk about, right? Is there anything
Yeah,
else?
we do have listener questions.
Of course, you gotta have listener questions.
We gotta at least fly through these. So let's get
We'll take our time,
right
actually.
into them. What?
we can take our time, actually.
Yeah, true, true. So from Max Thielmile, he
Max
says,
is a great listener.
"Can you give a short summary of last year's shows for us who may or may not have been out of the country?"
Max was out of the country.
Wait, did you not listen to the shows where we were out of the country, Max?
Hey, come on, man.
They're really
But,
good.
They
We
were
changed the
good.
style. Changed
Yeah.
everything. New look, we have new hair.
Yeah, I wrote down some of our topics. We had sleep, stress, aliens, clowns, animals, Jake Gyllenhaal, dreams, etc.
Oh yes.
So
Jake
a lot of good
Gyllenhaal was a good.
topics.
Jake Gyllenhaal and Aliens were two of the
Very
really
good
good ones.
topics.
Those were
And
really
Dreams. Jake Gyllenhaal, Dreams, and
Those
Aliens
were some
really
good ones. I
We
feel
also tried out with that fourth co-host for a little bit, but it ended up not working.
fourth co-host.
Yeah, for a while last season, he's Shemp. We had him,
Yeah.
Oh,
We had a
okay,
champ.
Yeah.
He ended
yeah,
up.
yeah.
He ended up, kind of.
Yeah.
We had that one episode with Curly, or
Yeah.
Joe. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Shemp's still here though. He just he just isn't gonna be talking anymore.
I feel like we also slowed it down a little bit more. We got a little more personal,
A little more personal, a
some
little bit more
deep
conversational.
conversations.
Not as breakneck. Focus on the banter. Focus on the tangent,
Yeah.
which is always good.
Less laughing, more crying.
Yeah, it's definitely more crime.
Yeah.
A lot of
So
sweat,
that's a
blood, and tears.
good
Yes.
good little summary there. So the next question is
I like
Kyle Yoler. He says, "Hi Clay, how are you?"
Okay, really? What are we, chop liver?
All right. Okay.
Jeez.
Come on.
down.
I'm kidding.
Kyle, I'm doing great. I used to see him all the time because he had a computer learning class, but since I must have given him the creeps or something, he dropped the class, so he didn't want to see me anymore. So he didn't want to be my friend anymore. But I would be down to be your friend again if you want to take another class where I can see you. So I'm doing good, but I miss you, and I'm looking forward to becoming friends with you again.
All right, sounds good.
We're doing fine too, Kyle. Just to let you know.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, he doesn't care about you.
Thanks for asking. Jeez.
All right, so next question comes from Eric, one of our roommates.
Oh, Eric Hofer. Shout out to Eric Hofer.
He asks,
And that.
will Black Panther do better in the box office than The Dark Knight?
I'll tell you what, Black Panther will do much better than White Cougar. That's all I gotta say.
I agree. It might do better. I mean,
We're actually all gonna see Black Panther
We
except
are.
for Eric
And me.
Awkward.
And Jonathan.
I'll be seeing it later.
Jonathan is
You better have a good reason. They better be friends that you
Hey.
don't get to see very often.
actually.
Yeah.
It's kind of true because Jonathan. I just. Can I say this for you?
Yeah,
I just.
go for it.
He's going Griswold.
He's going Griswold.
Hashtag
Jonathan's
going Griswold.
His sister is getting married.
He's changing his last name too.
I know. It's kind of a last minute thing, if I know correctly, because your sister really wants to take place in some wife carrying, and this was the
Yes.
only way she could get into
Yes,
the
the only way she could
competition.
get in the competitions in Finland was if she married some schmuck off the street.
No, I'm kidding. No, so you're gonna be gone this weekend, and
Right,
I
yeah.
hear you're gonna be watching Black Panther anyway, though.
Yeah, I
in
will.
Florida.
I will. So
So
yeah,
it's-
looking forward to it. I think it might beat The Dark Knight.
I don't know.
There's a lot of hype for sure. It might not, but I mean, for opening weekend, it could be pretty big.
There's a lot of hype. I have a feeling it won't because I know
Mhm.
The Dark Knight made over $1 billion
Oof.
worldwide.
Okay,
And-
what's $1 billion? All right, I make $1 billion. I spend $1 billion a year on toilet paper.
All right. Well, that's actually a fact. So.
Maybe a million Chinese yen.
Alright.
Yeah, maybe, man. But
Yuan.
Black
Sorry.
Panther, if it did beat The Dark Knight, that would be very impressive. I am definitely gonna see it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm really. It,
We're all gonna
it
see
might be.
together.
It might be a better movie than The Dark Knight. I don't know. Who knows?
Oh, I don't know if we can go that far.
I think actually me, Billy, and Sergey are going to see it together, right?
Yeah,
and some
we
of the
are.
other people.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
So
fun.
so come out to the live meet and greet, fan meet and greet at
Yeah.
AMC Theater.
Thursday night. We're not sure what time yet, so just stay there all night.
Yeah.
If you want to.
If you're lucky, you'll see it.
Oh yeah, shoot. If you want to.
So
Sorry.
That's something you can
That's
do.
something you
Possibly.
could do.
We will
That's
not
the
tell you the
knock there
ticket
with us.
prices
Yeah,
at
no.
all.
If Black
Definitely
Panther,
no ticket prices.
Definitely under $100 though.
If Black Panther
For a family of
makes over $1 billion, that would be like the first superhero movie that is like not a team movie to do
Teen movie?
like team, as in like a team up of superheroes. The
Oh,
first
okay.
one to do that, where it wasn't like because Black Panther's never had a movie before, so it'd be the first like solo superhero movie
Right,
that's
yeah.
never had a movie before to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So that'd be a pretty impressive feat. Could happen.
Would be.
He's
All right,
forget about
well,
Green Lantern, but
we
anyway.
do need to wrap it up soon, but we have
Last
two
question.
more questions.
Oh, two more. Wow.
Both from Braden.
Shout out to Braden.
Shout out to
Thank you
Braden.
for recording the show.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
He asks, "What are the best clothes for sports?"
Greased down pants.
Greased down
We
leather
did already
pants.
answer that. Yeah, the
Yeah.
grease down pants.
Greased down leather
or maybe
pants.
just a towel if you're Clay.
Just a towel, you
Come
know.
on.
You know, there might be,
Intimidate
there
your
might-
opponent a little bit. Show him a little. I don't know.
there might be some
that's right,
collateral.
let's
There might be
get
some
there.
collateral damage in the audience if you're just wearing a towel. But hey, just add to
come on.
just add to their show.
And then his second question is, which is more sporty, LARPing, like live action
Role
role
playing,
playing, or fantasy football? I
would
don't
say,
know, man.
I would say if your LARP universe is in the NFL world.
Oh,
each
true.
NFL team is like a rival tribe
I didn't think
fighting
of that.
for
yeah.
medieval like hegemony over the kingdom of the Super Bowl.
That might be more sporty.
That might be more.
I'd say LARPing.
Yeah, if you're playing fantasy football, you're just a geek
It's like,
sitting
wake
behind a
up!
computer. Come on, man.
Yeah, just get out, smell the fresh air. That's what I feel like. You need to be fit to like be out LARPing. You know, it's kind of like
Yeah,
a jock
yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
as opposed to sitting on a computer saying, "Oh, you know,
Patriots
Dak Prescott got injured
Yeah.
again. Crap." So
I gotta build my team.
build my team.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
man.
No, LARPing
That's
is
actually
more
more like an
sporty.
RPG than LARPing.
You're
is in
LARPing.
some
You're out
ways,
there killing people, talking to potion masters,
Yeah.
crafting new suits of chainmail. So I think it's definitely more of a jock
I
experience.
agree.
I would
More
agree
sporty.
with
Well, that about sums it up.
Thank you for
That's
the
about
questions.
Thank you so much for the questions.
Thank you
Keep
for
them coming.
listening.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Season
Thank you
4.
very much.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Off to a great start. Yeah, I can't wait for the next episodes.
So tune in next Monday.
You might find us in a little bit of an ethical dilemma next week.
Ooh.
But we'll explain it to you.
A little tease.
A little
Oh,
tease.
wow.
Little
yeah.
tease. But yeah, thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, thank you
and
for listening.
Yeah, and bye. We'll be back next
That's
week.
the game, folks.
Yeah, that's all,
Have
folks.
a great week.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.